Hi, Harriet here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be sharing about how I knew the one when I was going to make the decision to get married. How did I know the one? How did I know this is the guy that I would marry, that I wanted to marry, that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with? And I'll start with one important fact. I am a born again Christian, like I've said before in one of my welcome videos. And so, one of the things that really mattered to me most is spirituality. And this is where I had to make sure I marry someone who's a born again Christian, like I am, someone we have the same beliefs and values when it comes to spirituality, when it comes to what the Bible says about this and that, when it comes to God's truth, you know. So, spirituality was a very important point for me to take home, and I hope you will consider it too if you are a Christian. Make sure you marry a fellow Christian, someone you go to the same church with, someone you go to fellowship in the same uh, uh, church with or place of worship. It is important to be on the same spiritual level and page. So the other thing I considered is how free I was with this person. Is it the kind of person you visit and you are scared to sit maybe on the couch, or you first wait for them to offer you the seat? You are not free with them to the extent that you first ask to use their bathroom if you visited them. That is before marriage, of course. So you need to consider how free you are with this person, or it is someone you fear telling uh, your secrets or telling them how you feel. You are scared how they will understand, how they will, what they will think about you. How free are you with this person? Is it a friend? They always say that it's important to marry a friend. Please consider how free you are with them. Ask yourself if you're really friends to the extent of wanting to spend the rest of your life with them, someone you wake up to every day. So it is a very important decision to make. So you need to consider your level of friendship. I hope you marry your best friend, someone you are very free with, someone you are yourself with. Life is too short to live it in a lie, if you may call it that, not being true to yourself or to people around you. So consider that as well. Are you on the same page? And this maybe I can put in the context of what is your view, what are their values and their thoughts towards stuff like sex outside marriage. Are you on the same page? If you are a Christian and that person is a Christian, are you on the same page on that? It is important to know what they think, how they feel. So these are some of the questions you have to be asking when you're dating. Do not just wake up one day and marry this person. You have to know their take, their thoughts, their opinion on certain things like sex outside marriage. The Bible says it is wrong, it is evil, it is sin. We sin against God and against our bodies when you have sex outside marriage. So do you have the same belief and values towards that? Things like taking alcohol. Again, if you're a Christian, because I know if you're a Christian, you're not supposed to be drinking alcohol. So if you're a Christian, is your significant other, the person you intend to marry, on the same page with you when it comes to drinking alcohol? What is their view on that? So you need to be on the same page. Are you ready for marriage? Are you really, both of you, ready for marriage? How many children do you want? Be on the same page on things that matter. They need to be as honest as possible with you before you marry them. Also, you need to consider their family. It is important to know uh, how their family is. When you they tell us that when you marry, you're not marrying one person, you're marrying the whole entire family, the whole entire clan and village or community, if I may say. It is important to also know if there are any failed marriages in their family and what caused them, if there are separations, what caused them. Marriage is for a lifetime. So before you make this lifelong commitment, you need to be sure of the family you are getting into. Are there conflicts? There are families where people are not in good terms they are not in good terms with each other. You find a brother and a sister who is fighting, maybe mother and father who is fighting. I'm not meaning specifically physical fighting, but verbally, or they have wrangles, maybe land wrangles. Is that the kind of family you want to get married in? So please consider the kind of family you are getting into before marrying and committing to that person. Remember, marriage is a lifetime, so you don't want to reach in that family after getting married and committing to their son or daughter, and realize they are failed marriages because of maybe small reasons, or maybe there are conflicts, they are not in good terms, they are not friends. It is important to marry in a family where people are friends, where there is accountability, there's honesty. It's an open, if I may say, an open book. You are sure the father and mother maybe love each other, siblings are close friends. They are free with each other. There's happiness, there's joy, genuine happiness and joy, not pretense. You also need to consider if it is a gentleman you are seeing, you are dating, and you're planning to marry them. It is important to consider and know how free and friendly they are with their mother. I've heard before, maybe you've also heard before, that how a man treats a woman depends on how that man is friendly with their mom. If they are friends with their mom, if they love their mom, they are likely to treat you right. They are likely to treat their wife right. So it's important to consider that relationship and friendship that your boyfriend or fiance has with their mother. It is important. And so if you're a guy, it is important to consider your girlfriend's or fiance's friendship with their father. If she does not respect her father, she's likely not to respect you. It is very important to consider these things. Relationships matter in a family context, in a family unit, and that is first of all the nuclear family. So before you get into this marriage, be sure your wife to be is a friend to their father. Be sure they love their father, they respect them, they look up to them. It will be reversed back to you. Uh, if you're a lady and you're going to marry this gentleman, be sure this guy loves his mother and respects her, cares about her. It will reflect how they are friends with their mother, reflects on how he's likely to treat you. The biggest percentage, to a large extent, that's how it will be. The other thing you need to consider is if they are proud. By proud, I mean, there are people who brag a lot. They talk about themselves. I've accomplished this. I have this. I have these academic qualifications. I've worked in this place. I earn this much. If they're the kind of people that throw it in people's faces every time they meet them, the first time they meet someone new, they're telling them about themselves and throwing all positive compliments before they are even asked. If they're that kind of person, you need to consider and be sure you can take it, you can live with this person, you are okay with them. You need to be sure, you need to consider all these things. These are some of the things I considered. And also, another thing is finances. How do they spend their money? Are they heavy spenders in that they spend more than they earn? Are they always in debts? Phone calls here and there ringing, phones ringing here and there, people are demanding them. How do they handle their finances? It is a big deal. I've heard before, and maybe you've also heard it before, that finances are one of the leading causes of failed marriages. Finances contribute a lot, just as communication also has caused a lot of marriages to fail or have issues. So finances is a big deal. You do not want to be in debt. You need to know how much your significant other earns and how much they are spending it before committing to them in marriage. You need to discuss these things when you are dating, when you're in courtship, so that you become very sure. Do they love children? Or they're the kind of people that are going to, after you having children with them, they are going to leave the responsibility of taking care of the children to you alone. You need to be sure their stand on children, on raising them, on disciplining them. The Bible says, if you spare the rod, you will spoil the child. So are they the kind of person who says, I'll never beat up my child, even if they do wrong, maybe I'll punish them in another way, give them, slight punishments like grounding them. This is normally done a lot by Americans. They do a lot of, you're grounded. Is that the kind of parent you want to be? Or the kind of parents you look forward to being? How you are going to treat your children, how you're going to nurture them, how you're going to discipline them and groom them into the kind of responsible adult you want them to be. Also, you need to consider if a significant other loves and respects people as equal human beings. Love and respect go hand in hand, they are mutual. You need to be sure the person you're going to marry respects people. Otherwise, they will shame you, they will embarrass you, they will disappoint you before people. You need to consider what you have in common. This could be hobbies, this could be common interests. Do you like walking? Do you like traveling? Do you both like singing? Are you into photography? What hobbies, what common interests, what common ground do you have? Because now, when you look at quality time, which is one of the love languages that couples enjoy, if you look at quality time, if you don't have anything in common, it can be as simple as fishing or taking walks, like I already said, or hiking. If you don't have anything in common, I don't know how you will spend a day or two, a year, weekends together. Family vacations, you need to consider what you have in common. If you do not have anything in common with this person, you might need to reconsider them being your spouse or future wife or husband. Then also future goals. Do you fit in their future goals? If one of their future goals is, for example, maybe going for further studies abroad, maybe it's going to happen after marriage. Do they have you in that plan? Are they planning to go with you, or are they going to marry you and leave you back behind, back at home? You need to be sure of their future goals and if you fit in them. These are things that you need to discuss. I'll keep emphasizing this. Before you get married, discuss these things in details. Be as honest as possible as you can with this person that you want to spend the rest of your life with. The other thing is, are they simple people or they're complicated? Simplicity comes in many forms, and being complicated as well comes in many forms. Is it as simple as asking someone if they want to use a fork and a knife, or they want to use a spoon, or they want to use just a fork? If someone can't answer you as soon as you ask such a question, a simple question that needs a yes or no, that needs this or that, a slight quick answer, and then they might be complicated. So, do you want someone who complicates your life or who simplifies it? Someone who is flexible, someone who doesn't take life too seriously. Like I had said, these are some of the things I considered, and I would like you to consider them before making a commitment or picking a life partner. These go hand in hand, and they also reciprocate both sexes. You need to consider some of these things. Ask yourselves some of these questions before committing to this person, before getting married. Marriage is a lifelong relationship. You do not want to make mistakes or regrets making some decisions. They say, Banyankole say, Oshwera Buza. Before you get married, please do some research. Ask that person's friends or neighbors. Find a way of doing it. Find a way of asking them without them knowing. Get to know some of this information from the people that know that person. Maybe they are classmates, former classmates, people who grew up with this person. Get to know a little bit about the person you're going to get married to. Otherwise, I wish you all the best. For those who might be planning to get into the marriage institution, all the best. Good luck. May God provide for you. May God protect you. May God be with you and help you make the right decision. May Jesus Christ be at the center of all marriages. Thank you. Goodbye.